And we begin with a woman paving the way in sports broadcasting.
Valdez at second. Here's the pitch. She got him swinging and missing on 102 again. Here's the pitch.
Well, that is the voice of Jenny Cavnar, the primary play-by-play voice of the Oakland Athletics, not to mention the first woman to hold that title in MLB history. And fun fact, we went to high school together, and guess what, you all? She is joining us now live. Jenny, I am so excited to have you on the show. First off, I want to say I'm just so incredibly proud of you.
Oh, well, thank you, Maggie. I'm proud of you. It's so cool when you think about all those years ago. We will not drop what year that was that we were in high school.
Yeah, let's not mention the year.
It's really cool. It's really cool to see all the great things that people are doing from our high school, including you. So thanks for having me on today.
Well, I think it's so important because when we open the history books, I mean, your name is going to appear, Jenny. How does that make you feel, especially as a mother and a mother of a young daughter?
Yeah, I think that's it, is that, you know, I've been working in sports television for a long time. I've been in Major League Baseball for 18 years. And I think when I got started in 2007 with the San Diego Padres, I had no clue, no idea, no vision board that suggested my path would be from a sideline reporter to in the booth calling play-by-play. And so I just think it's a story that anything's possible, anything can happen if you work hard, if you have a passion for something, and if the right door is open. And that door was open for me from a female producer who saw something in me and said, we're going to start grooming you for this. We're going to be here to support you. And those things were probably the biggest words that I needed at that time, the words of encouragement to say, this isn't about you doing something, it's about us as a group. And so that's when I was with the Rockies in 2018. Mm-hmm. And you mentioned me being a mom. I had just had my first child, and there's no way in my mind that I was going to go from, you know, being a working mom, trying to figure out this new thing, being a mom, to now doing a brand new thing in the sports television world. But because of the group that supported me, I did. And I'm glad I took that leap of faith. I'm glad it opened this door for a lot of different women. And now here 6 years later, getting my first job as a primary play-by-play voice and watching other women in the league getting an opportunity as well. Julia Morales at the Houston Astros the other night, getting to call a game for the first time. It's just really special to know that in the next 6 years, in the next 10 years, this won't even be a conversation because there's going to be more women, not just in baseball, but in other sports calling games as well, like the NBA has a couple.
So I worked in sports radio, and a lot of times people will judge a book by its cover. So what would you say is the biggest challenge you've had to overcome, and especially now doing play-by-play?
Well, I think the biggest challenge right now is my voice, right? No one listening to a Major League Baseball game has heard a female voice calling a game every single night. So I know it's different for a lot of fans, especially a lot of older fans who grew up in the game, who grew up listening to baseball on the radio, who grew up, you know, obviously watching their team on television. It's always been a man's voice. So right out of the gate, it sounds different. I grew up in the game. My dad was a longtime high school baseball coach at the high school that you and I went to. Yeah. And I see the game from a different perspective. I see the game from kind of growing up with a coach in my house. And I also have grown in the game through different analysts that I've worked with over the years. So I think just the perspective that I have, the voice that I have, are challenges out of the gate to a lot of people. But I hope that my relationships in the game come through in the broadcast. I hope the storytelling that I have to offer comes through. And, you know, my partner, Dallas Braden, and I have known each other for a very long time. So that chemistry is there as well. And we'll just continue to grow.
And I like the fact that you're staying true to yourself. You're not trying to be someone that you're not. And I think that speaks volumes of your character. Also, I do want to talk because I'm a new mom and it's not easy balancing work life. You're a mother of two. Your husband is a firefighter. How on earth do you balance it all?
Oh, it's crazy. That's probably the most chaotic part of this new job. You know, getting a job with the Oakland Athletics. You know, they're a team that their future is uncertain in terms of what city they're going to be in. And when I took the job, they weren't even sure where they were going to be playing next year in the intermediate between moving from Oakland to Las Vegas eventually. And you know, that has now come out that it will be in Sacramento. So initially, we did not move our family. We still hold our home in Colorado, where my husband is a firefighter in Denver. And so, yeah, he's on on a 24-hour shift. Sometimes I'm on the road, and that means that we need a lot of help from our village, and they're so amazing. My parents help out all the time. My sister-in-law that lives in Colorado, my in-laws that live in California, and we're just trying to make it as normal as possible for the kids, or whatever our new normal is. And yeah, we don't work 9 to 5s. We're not home for dinner all the time, but we always make sure that someone who loves them and cares for them is with them at every event, is taking them to and from school, and that master calendar is in my hands. So that is the real challenge and the hard work. But again, I can't stress the importance of being a working mom in any career, and how valuable the people around you, the village, becomes. And I am just so grateful that my parents and my in-laws have taken on a huge workload here in the summer while we have baseball. And then the balance of our family is, when I'm home, I'm home. I get to be with my kids. I get to be a full-time mom when I'm there. And when I'm on the road and I'm working and I'm doing baseball, I'm here. So, you know, I hope that I get to make up for some of that time that I missed. And thank God for FaceTime. So we get to see a lot of those little league at bats even when I'm gone.
Oh, I love that. Now, for all of the young girls watching right now, what would you say to them?
Oh, man, I would just say believe, believe in whatever you want to do. This is a world where a lot of people have worked really hard to make sure that there are opportunities, and there are opportunities in a variety of places. Specifically for us, and where Maggie and I work in sports television, or in television in general, the things you don't see is how many women are working behind the scenes as well, which is so cool. I had a female producer, I had a female director in Colorado. I have a female in California that hired me for this job, that's in a position of power to make a change. And I think that if you look around, you'll find representation in who you are in this world. And that's so important to me, and that's so important in pushing this door open and doing this job. No matter the pushback you get, I always kind of stay focused with that I know this next generation is better for the work that I'm putting in and the work that other women in our business are putting in.
And I love the fact that you highlight women supporting women, because that's so important. So I support you. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. Enjoy Houston. Maybe the Oakland A's, you can, announce a win. I have to say, the Astros, it was a tight game last night, but maybe we'll see.
Yeah, it was a very good game. I know the Astros, I know you guys aren't used to being on that losing side of a record, so it's really challenging around these parts these days. There's
a lot of yelling at the TV in my house. Yeah. Well, Jenny, I hope to catch up soon and keep making your magic and shining.
Absolutely.